Good evening, everybody. I'm Max Goon Squad. Today, my video is going to be going over bug out bags, my truck gun, some stuff that I keep in my vehicle, kind of dependent on the situation and what I'm going to be getting into, whether it's going in for training, everyday driving, some stuff I keep in my vehicle at all times. One of the bags I'll be showing you today is actually a bug out bag that I throw in my patrol car. Just in case I get in that situation, I need a few more things, I throw it on and I can head out to a situation. So with that being said, I hope everybody's had a great weekend, and let's get into it. So I'm going to start with the big thing first, get that out of the way, go from there. So we're going to start with my truck gun. So my truck gun is a mag out, chamber's empty, is a custom built little 10.5-inch pistol that I did that just kind of shopped around, looked at different parts. We'll get into like specifics later because I still have parts coming in. I'm going to do a build on those and I'll show you those from there. But I'll kind of touch on what I have in here today. So to start off, it is a Anderson lower I bought years ago that I've just built off of that. Don't remember the specifics on the internals or anything like that. I'm running a CAC blade as my to make it a pistol. That way I can run my 10.5-inch barrel. Sorry, I know I'm left-handed, so everything's kind of backwards for some people, but I'm running a simple Insight M3X light with an Insight pressure pad that also has the light function as well as a secondary pressure pad if you add a laser to the top. Running a Vortex Crossfire red dot. I think for the money and what you get out of it, it is fantastic. It's a great little red dot that you just can't beat. I think like 150, 160 bucks. And then again, if you're law enforcement or military, you get a discount on their website. You got to contact them directly. I'm running a set of Task Force iron sights. They're metal, just flip up backup iron sights. Running a standard A2 bird cage because I haven't converted it to anything yet, and I'm also running a Task Force vertical grip. So the sling that I'm running is the T-Rex Arms sling that they offer on their website. I think it's fantastic. It holds real tight to my body when it's in its 2-point configuration, and then even at the extension for the 2-point, if I need to extend it out, I can to do transitions and so on. And then it tightens right back up. So it's a great little sling. I like it a lot. Sorry, the motion sensor is kicking my lights on in the garage. So great little light, but this is my truck gun. So this is what I keep locked in my truck, ready to go if I need it. And yeah, so that's that. Like I said, I'll get into a video later. I'll go more in specifics on guns. I may do separate videos on my 10.5-inch pistol, my future build. I won't get into specifics. And then some other stuff that I got at an 18-inch long-range 5.56 rifle and everything from there. So set that aside for now, and I'll get into my bug-out bag. So this is a Hazard 4 sling bag. It has a sling, or the across the body sling shoulder strap that, see if I can find, I might have took it off. Yeah, I took it off. But this you can attach to another strap to secure it more to your body. It's got a quick little clip on it as well as a buckle. So plenty of MOLLE here on the straps, as you can see here, to add additional stuff to it if you'd like. Really good padding here when it's against my back or when I sling it around and it's on my stomach. It's great. It's got MOLLE all down the sides, so you can add pouches if needed, but it also comes with 2 pouches. Sorry, get that out of the way. Comes with 2 pouches, one on each side, that you can throw something in. And what I keep in there are just extra rifle mags. So that's kind of how the outside is set up. And then on top here, I run a locking carabiner with some medical tape and then a Petzl headlamp that I like. I Obviously the black cover, or sorry, the red cover for red light, and then you can quickly slide that out of the way for your white light. So fantastic headlight. You can find them online, find them in stores. I ran this one on my deployment in Afghanistan. It was great, did me well, didn't fail on me or anything like that, so I keep that around. So on the front here, you have this longer pouch, and then you have a shorter pouch. So in this shorter pouch, what I have is just some quick medical gear, just a boo-boo kit. So gloves, some 4x4s, some rolled gauze, some Band-Aids, alcohol swabs, some Neosporin. Just your simple boo-boo stuff for scrapes, cuts, whatever. Nothing huge, nothing that's going to require any other equipment. In this front pocket here, the bigger one, open that all the way up, I have extra mags. I actually have a lot of extra mags in here. I've got 3 extra mags in here, just mags I had around that didn't have a home in a pouch, so I found a home for them in a bag, and you'll see that coming up here. So extra mags. I've got an extra Surefire G2 flashlight that I run in here with the twistable tail cap. That way I can get it to where it won't make connection, the batteries won't die. I've got a Glock Armors tool that, if I can get out, I'll show you. A Glock Armors tool in like a pin pouch. I've got just a regular like writing pin, no brand specific, just one I had around I threw in there. I've got a charger block and an extra charger cord for my products so like my phone, if I need to plug it in, or if somebody else needs it. I have something that has USB capabilities. I know this isn't for my phone because it's that old original iPhone giant charger. This is for an iPod that I use. But I also throw an extra lightning cable in there, and then charger block. That way I've always got one. So that's for the front pouch. And then it's plenty big that I can add a lot more in there if I need to. So the big pouch here, the actual main compartment of this, you actually have these buckles on the side that you can kind of contain everything in. And I'm going to open it wide. Sorry you don't have a good view on this, guys. It's kind of, I'm limited on what I got. So, you know, balling on a budget. I'm using my phone with a tripod and everything. So kind of working off my gun bench right now. But anywho, the actual top to this has a zippered mesh pocket, so you can add stuff in there. And I'm running a Gerber. It is a AR Armors toolkit. Comes with a front sight post adjustment, flat heads. It comes with a pick that you can also take off, and any of your standard Otis cleaning attachments you can put onto that. It's got a carbon scraper, so you scrape off your bolt carrier, or if you're running a suppressor, you need to scrape off your muzzle device and anything else. You got that. I'm running a pair of handcuffs because I'm a full-time law enforcement officer, so I run a pair of handcuffs. That way, if I need them, I've got them in there. If I'm not running, generally, like I showed in my other videos, I run a pair of soft cuffs, and so that's generally kind of what I have as like a backup. I have an actual set of handcuffs, so that works. Cleaning equipment, I've got some frog lube. I've got a bore snake for my rifle, and I've got a full Otis. It's a 5.56, 7.62, 9mm, 50 cal, so on and so forth, all up to a 50 cal and 12 gauge cleaning kit. They are definitely worth the money. They have all the attachments that you need. Opens up, it's got everything self-contained. That way you just got a quick little kit. If I wanted to, I could strap it onto the bag with the MOLLE, but I choose to just leave it in the bag. That way it's in there. Of course, Ear Pro, because I don't know how many of you have shot a rifle or a handgun inside a building or inside a car. Super loud. My hearing is crap as it is. I was a firearms instructor when I was in the military, and I was very stubborn, and so I try to protect what I can now. So bulk patches, just patches to wipe anything down. If you're cleaning something, whatever, you've got that. That way you can kind of clean it up. I'm running a custom built med kit that was actually on my plate carrier when I was deployed. So I've got some stuff in here that I bought the pouch specifically so I could add stuff in here, and then I added my own patches to it. This is a custom medical cross patch from an Afghan sewing company out there. When I was out there, they make them, they're quick. I waited like 15 minutes and it was ready. So zippered pouch, I'm running casualty cards, your 9-line medevac cards and so on in there. That way if you need to use those you can. What I like about this pouch and why I had it on my vest, on my carrier, was when you zip open the front, you've got these two little cords here that hold it like a platform there. But I've got, it's basically a trauma kit. I've got everything from bacitracin, band-aids, combat shears. I've got some quick clock combat gauze. I've got steri strips. I've got antiseptic towels. I've got super glue, medical super glue. I don't know the fancy name for it, I apologize. Gloves. I've got a triangle bandage, so if somebody's got a dislocated arm or shoulder or anything like that, you can secure it, but you can also use it to make a splint and everything else. I've got needle decompression needles, chest decompression needles for your tension pneumothorax. I have more advanced medical training, so I've got those in there for a reason, because I've been trained on to use them, not only military but civilian. We were trained through our SWAT team with it. Medical tape. I've got ACE bandages, chapstick, and then I've got the nose trumpets, nasopharyngeal tubes. I've got a skin marker, that way I can mark up casualties. I can mark their trauma levels, you know, green, yellow, red, black, whatever it need be. I've got a few chest seals in here as well. And like I said, what I like about it is it kind of folds out into that platform there. And then I've got something to work off of. And then obviously on the outside of it, I've got a tourniquet attached to it that I can quickly pull off if needed. And that is readily at use. What I like about having it in here is, and it's no longer attached to anything, is I can simply grab it out and just take that if I needed. If there was another medic on scene, I could grab it, chuck it to the medic, and then he's got what he needs. Sorry. I also run a North American Arms emergency trauma dressing inside here, loose. That way I can grab that if that's specifically what I need. It's also big and bulky, so it's fine. That's why I run it in a bag. I've got an extra roll of Coban. This is purple. I don't really care what color they are. This stuff works. If you need to tighten up a dressing, secure anything, go from there. They're fantastic. Let's see what else I've got in here. I'm also running, so this is again, a North American Arms. I apologize that a North American Rescue is the company that I get a lot of my medical equipment from. This is just a saline lock kit for if you're running IVs and kind of going from there. I also have a minor surgical instrument kit that comes in this pouch, and it's got anything and everything you think you could need. So comes with scalpel blades, scissors, comes with the locking scissors, so if you need to hold on to something you can. They lock down there by the holes. They're fantastic. So if somebody's watching this and they're a paramedic or combat medic or what have you, and I've called something by the wrong name, don't come at me too bad. Got a lot of terms I got to know, and unfortunately these are kind of at the back of my list. So great little kit. You never know if you got to cut out a splinter, anything like that. I've used this actually with my sewing kit as well. Obviously, if you're the stuff that you need to keep sterile, keep that sterile. That's the important part. So inside this bag, let's see if I can show you here. Kind of set this stuff aside. inside this bag they have these padded dividers that I can divide the bag and separate stuff if needed, but I just run it fully open right now. That way if I need anything, just reach in and grab it and I'm good to go. So that's for that quick little go bag. Like I said, I run that in my truck, my personal truck. I run it in my patrol car. That way if I ever come into that situation, like I said, I can just grab it and kind of go from there. So sorry, I'm working off of my gun bench here with limited space. So I'm hoping in the future, I'm working on something right now to get a different setup for you guys. That way you guys aren't staring right at me while I'm doing all this stuff, and I can kind of have a view of a camera on the table with all my stuff, as well as a camera on me. Not that you guys really want to see me, but trying to run that way it's a little bit different, a little bit easier setup to kind of explain all this stuff for you guys, kind of show it to you, kind of go from there. So, but all in all, I love this bag. I've had it for a few years. It's a great little bag. Nice, if I need it, I can sling it to the front and grab anything I need as my headlamp goes around and slams on my pistol and all that. So that is my bug out / go bag. The next bag that I carry, I know some people are gonna be like, oh, it's excessive, but go bag that has medical equipment and kind of your everyday stuff that you might need. This bag is what I call my active shooter bag. It is a simple, I think this bag cost me like 40 bucks, and it is a fantastic bag. But the outside has these pouches that have shock cord with the Velcro end on it to kind of secure it in there. But I run, excuse me, extra rifle mags in there. So I run 2 rifle mags on each side. I need to refill this one. I just got a new piece of equipment that I loaded up with some mags and had to steal one from an active shooter bag. So, but you'll see why that's okay here in a second. So this side, I've got a mag. This side, I've got 2 extra rifle mags. On this side, I'll tell you what, you know what? Let me just show you this way. Boom, there we go. This side, I've got a 20 round AR mag. I've got another 20 round AR mag. These pouches here can fit 30 round mags. Up here, I've got these 2 little pockets that I run. I've stuffed pairs of gloves in there, latex gloves. Down here, I've got a Benchmade seatbelt cutter. That way, if there's any straps I need to cut or anything like that, I've got this readily available in this bag. Cut rope, whatever you need. And then we'll flip it over. And I've got a pair of flex cuffs. I have a standard handcuff key. This top pouch is a general purpose pouch that you can throw anything in. I have some Surefire CR123 batteries in there. And then it has this nice patch panel here. I got this patch made from First Spear. Love their products, they're great. I run an American flag on one of my plate carriers from them. Same thing, it's the Ranger green fabric with a black background. Great material. I run a thing of 550 cord in here. That way if you ever need to tie anything up and you have that availability and it's quick. So the main compartment here is actually pretty big, holds quite a bit. And what I'm running in there loose right now is, let you guys take a guess, magazines. So extra magazines that are all loaded up. Some of them have self-defense ammo in it. Some of them have just regular full metal jacket ammo in it. And then on the other side, I'm running more ammo, and it's shotgun ammo. I've got double-aught bucks, 1 ounce slugs. I've just got extra shotgun ammo there. And the reason why I keep it in the box is because I want it to be available to be able to throw in bulk to somebody. That way I'm not having to mess with throwing round, single round. So, nice shoulder strap there. It's nothing that's too super fancy, but it's not something that's super cheap that's going to break down on me. It is lined on the inside with a soft material, so if you wanted to throw a gun in there, so no magazine, chamber's empty. If I wanted to throw that in there, I'm not worried about it getting tore up or anything like that. Again, like I said in my last video, guns aren't meant to be pretty. Certain collector ones are, but not ones that we use. So, and then if you need it, grab it, boom, they got a gun. Don't have to worry about it. Just throw an extra gun in there, in a holster, unload it out of a holster, what have you. That way you've got it and it's not going to scratch your stuff up. Some people use this bag as a camera bag. I've seen them use it as like an electronic equipment bag. I think a guy I know I used to work with, he worked for a different agency up in Missouri, was a SWAT guy. He was their comms and equipment guy for their team. So he ran one of his robots in here in his bag, little throwbots that we used. And he had no problem with it. The lens never got scratched up. The robot was always in good shape. His control module that had the screen on it was well taken care of. They come in their own pouches, but sometimes it's nice to have your own quick little deal, because sometimes companies make theirs too bulky and then it takes up a lot of room. But he grabbed it because, again, he was still an operator, so he had his mags on his outside, some of his medical equipment, some of his other stuff, extra batteries, radios, everything like that. And he just grabbed that bag, throw it on, and he was good to go. So that kind of sums it up for the bug out bag and kind of my truck gun and everything. Obviously, depending on what state you live in, you want to follow your local laws and kind of adjust what you need to from there. So with me, obviously, I can have this. I know I can have this, or else I wouldn't be displaying it through the social media platforms. But for those that ask, it is from the end of the buttstock, it is fixed. It does not move. It cannot move. From the end of the buttstock to the barrel, the length that I have it at allows me to run a vertical grip on a pistol. And again, I'm left-handed, so a lot of my stuff looks backwards to you guys, but that's just how I have it set up for me. So the products that I use are products that I've done a lot of research on. So like this T-Rex arm sling, for the price, you can't beat it. It has a very nice little section here that's breathable, a little bit thicker. It rests right on my neck. It's super comfortable, and I don't have any problems with it. I haven't run it on kit yet. I've only run it slick like this. So once my new carrier comes in, I'm going to be trying that out as well. The other stuff that I have on here, the light, the switch, I've had for years. That stuff just kind of, you find a home for it. The upper was from KM Tactical, a company in Missouri that I went to for a lot of my stuff. Again, the Vortex optic and everything from there. So the bags, I apologize, I don't have the brand for this one. I believe it might be Condor, but if you look at a Condor, the Condor bag, you should be able to find one that you'll be able to tell from the picture looks like this one. It's got a main compartment, the mag pouches on both sides, the two general purpose on this side, on the front, the two mag pouches, and then the two smaller general purpose pouches on the other side. Should be able to find it. Again, this one is the Hazard 4 sling bag. I've had this one for years. Had it for a long time, actually. So they're great products. I stand behind them. Obviously, there's stuff out there that's more expensive than what I buy. There's probably products out there people stand by as well that are better products in their eyes, but this is what I use. I can only talk about what I use because that's what I use. I can't talk about equipment that I don't have. So this isn't saying that this is the best equipment or this is the equipment you should buy, but maybe you're looking for equipment that'll fit your budget, that you can see kind of what fits and what doesn't and the functions of it. So yeah, so this is my last video. I was showing you guys holsters and stuff. So this is my T-Rex Arms Ragnarok. I know this doesn't have to do with everyday carry truck guns and EDC bags and stuff like that, but I love it. It's a good holster, great draw, repurchase. I do have the T-Rex Arms leg strap that I got with it. It is fantastic. Stays with me. I've been wearing it around all day, getting used to it, doing my dry fire practices, holster draws, and everything. So again, like I said in my last video, train with your equipment. There's no reason why you can't at home. Again, unloaded, no mag, no round in the chamber, holster, come out, get on target, pull that trigger, and just do that all day. Sit down in your chair, sit down on your couch, move around, do whatever you got to do, go to the bathroom. You'll learn how that stuff functions, because I've already learned today, like adjusting the strap. With theirs, it has a rotating grommet on their strap, so the strap actually moves with you. So, but anywho, hope you guys enjoyed the information today. Kind of a shorter video than last time. If you guys have any questions or anything, I'll do my best to answer you. I did start an Instagram page to kind of help mirror my YouTube channel. Same name, Max Goon Squad. So you can reach out this platform, you can reach out on that platform, whichever you choose. I'll be doing my best to kind of mirror the platforms there. That way you're getting the same kind of content. Instagram will obviously be more photo based and maybe some quick short videos while I'm at work, while I'm out of the range, what have you. And then YouTube will kind of be my longer video for product reviews, range times, and stuff like that. So again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment. Obviously, if you don't mind helping me out, share my page to your friends. Maybe they're having the same questions that you are. If not, I appreciate you watching. Hope you all have a great day, had a good weekend, and be safe this week.